Hello everybody, this is Sword of X. I am currently a top 500 Magic player. I have over 65 hours on Magic, 68 to be exact. I have over 15,000 points on Lord, and today is my long-awaited Magic guide. This video will be split into two parts. It will be the combo section, and then frequently asked questions and tips and tricks that I know about Magic that, majority of players don't know. Every combo in this guide is going to start with a different input. For example, the beginning of this video is going to start with held right clicks, and then portals, and then your regular slash. Just there's all sorts of combos on Magic, but some of them are just switching up the variation, which I will show in this video. And with that, let's get started. Starting with charged right click combos. Combo number 1. Combo number 2. And now combo number 3.
Coming in fast. Charge!
Those were all the combos introducing charged right click. These combos are generally used when you are going to jump somebody in their backline. It is a very good execute combo. All three of the combos are very good. Specifically, the third one is very good for melting tanks. If you're going to engage on a tank, that's probably one of the best combos that you can do. And now we'll be moving on to combos that portal. There are 2 combos that portal, and they're pretty damn similar. I speak English. They're pretty damn similar. Combo number 1. Combo number 2.
Come, my minion! Just a little love tap. Just a little love tap.
And those are the 2 combos that use portals. Of course, there's other variations, like you can make it shorter, you can make it longer, but those are the genuine full combos. Squishies will usually die before you get through the full combo. And now we'll be moving on to my favorite tank killer combos. They're generally the same, so they'll both be shown on screen at once, but it's just using one ability first over the other, and neither of them include portals. So when you use these combos, you can generally use them and then get away with your 2 portals. They're very efficient at doing damage. So as long as you have space with your tanks, these combos should be very easy to hit, especially on their front line. Using these combos on their back line is very optional. You only want to use it when their supports are being pocketed heavily, so you can do enough damage to burst through the healing.
Enemy ahead
Combo
of us.
number 1. Combo number 2.
Daisy.
Now, this next combo I really do not recommend. I only recommend it if you're playing a playstyle where you're just trying to poke their backline and distract. This combo does not include any portals, so it's good if you're trying to get that slight burst of damage, but you usually do not need both your portals. You only usually need to hold one, so this combo is very optional. It only has one variation, combo number 1.
I got you!
Now, going on to the next section of the video, I am going to be answering commonly asked questions among other players. People that typically come into my chat and have questions about, is Magic going to be good after the season, blah, blah, blah. And I have answers for you. Commonly asked question number 1, will Magic still be good after the season when she loses her season buff? I think yes, she will still be good. Magic has a lot of resources in her kit. Like, it may not seem like it, but 15% is not that much. In a game like this, people might think that 15% is a lot, but with her demon being the best thing in her kit, I think the only thing that's really going to suck even more is her ultimate. Her ultimate's probably the worst thing that she ever has in her kit, but during the beta, Magic did not have a 15% damage boost, and she still feels very similar to how she does now. So I think that Magic will still be very good even after her season buff vanishes. As long as you learn the combos that have all sorts of resets that I have shown in this video, then I think that as long as you hit the very long pressurized combos and you just calm to your team that, keep me pocketed, keep the charm on me, Luna, that you should be able to have the same effect. Commonly asked question number 2, which playstyle should you use and when? So that's a question that a lot of people ask me in my chat. Like, what should you do against like blah 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 character? And it's all about what your team has and what their team doesn't. So Magic can play both a bruiser playstyle and an assassin playstyle, but Magic players don't typically know when they should switch their playstyle, and it really comes from trial and error. If your team is running triple DPS single tank, you might be better running a frontline playstyle and trying to fight the tanks with your single tank. Like, if the team is running very anti-dive, like they're running Namor, they're running Loki, that's also another time that you should be running like a bruiser playstyle. Assassin playstyles often come from what your team is up to. If you have a Black Panther or a Psylocke or a Venom, it's very efficient to dive with somebody else's magic, because she can farm up her shields to up to 400 HP, and she can generally get a lot of what she needs from having 2 targets on one person at the same time. With another situation that you could be playing an assassin playstyle is when they have a very diveable comp. Diveable comps usually have things like Adam Warlock, Moon Knight, Punisher. Watch out for Punisher shotgun though. You should be able to combo him through a shotgun. Black Widow, Raccoon, Cloak and Dagger, shielding tanks are also very good to dive with. Doctor Strange, Hulk, Venom, Thor, Groot. Magic excels in comps that have all those characters in it. On the enemy team, of course. And switching between your playstyles is something that a lot of Magic players don't do. If you're playing an assassin playstyle, expect to have less damage but more kills. And if you are expecting to have a bruiser playstyle, you're typically expecting a lot more damage but a lot less kills. Typically when I'm running a bruiser playstyle, between when we're doing the payload, I typically average around 30k damage on Magic, and while running an assassin playstyle, I typically average around 18k damage. I usually have around 25 final hits on assassin and usually 15 around bruiser. Is Magic playable into Iron Man or Star-Lord? Well, Magic can play into Iron Man and Star-Lord, but you typically don't want to. The current meta is usually Gamma Iron Man with the Guardian synergy. having Adam Warlock Mantis Star-Lord. So you run double trio synergies, and it's a very good comp, but very bad into Magic. If you do want to still play it, you typically want to swap off, usually into hit scan. But this is the Magic guide, so I'm going to tell you what you need to know. If you're playing against a Star-Lord, you want to try to bait out his iframes by using portals, and you can typically see where he's going to land when he uses his iframes. So that's when you want to E and try to catch him with one of the combos. And if you're versing an Iron Man, you typically want to wait for him to use his beam, because his hitbox will be a lot larger, it'll be a lot easier to hit, and hitting E on a flying target is very hard. But you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. If you're a Magic one trick, you play it out. But typically you have to switch. And those are the commonly asked questions that I usually have. Tips and tricks that I have that I see a lot of low elo Magic players not abusing is their demon. Your demon is the best thing in your kit, and you always want to use it unless there's somebody that is one shot and you can secure the kill with your Eldritch Whirl. There's an invisible Psylocke and you're trying to find where she is, or you're going to engage. Of course, there's the combo that you have the engagements with the demon where you portal forward, but typically those are the situations that you wouldn't use your demon in. Something else that Magic players don't do a lot is fight in hallways. Hallways and doorways are Magic's strongest points because the demon has such a forward hitbox. It's kind of like a cone. If you are able to get like 3 people in a hallway, if you place your demons right, you should be able to farm a lot of HP, and you're usually able to kill 2 to 3 people in that hallway. So fighting in closed spaces is probably something that I don't see Magic players do enough. Whenever you're going to use an ability, always do your left click melee animation cancel. It maximizes DPS, and like if I'm going to left click animation cancel into portal, it's a lot better than me just left clicking portal, if you understand what I'm saying. Missing your E is okay. Now, I see a lot of people like complain when they miss their E, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It resets your left click cooldown, which can often help you maximize DPS. Yeah, you're missing out on some damage, but you can always secure a kill. There's majority of the time where you use your E for movement rather than damage. So keep that in mind. And that is all I have for you for this Magic guide. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I am currently going to be doing a coaching, so if you have any further questions there, if you want in-depth one-on-one time, you can always join the Discord server, get some coaching. That is currently being made. Otherwise, come to twitch.tv/shortofx. This is my first ever YouTube video, so cut me some slack for how I dealt with this. I had a script and everything, and I was reading off of it. So I tried my best. And with that, eat well, sleep well, and salutes. Peace.